Hey, this is Paul from Back Roads to Nowhere. Brinx and I are off to our next adventure. It's a wet, nasty, freezing rain Michigan morning. We're heading to northern lower peninsula. Our first stop, unless Brinx forces me otherwise, will be at Narski's to grab some meat. And then we're going to head up to some private property, set up camp. We're going to be testing out some new equipment we got for this trip, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Well, Brinx and I made it through the freezing rain. Took some time to get here, but we're here. Well, we're almost here. We got to hike it now. We took the truck down. We plowed down this 2-track road behind us on this private property we're at. And we went down the hill okay, but coming back up, I thought we were in big trouble. So we finally got up and we're going to leave it here. And we're going to hike in. The snow was, it's been raining all day, so it was a couple of feet deep and the rain packed it down, but it's really a weird consistency. So we're going to have to hike in the rest of the way, probably make a couple trips to the truck. Well, we have the tent mostly set up. Even though it was difficult with this boy dog running around, jumping on everything. He's having a good time. Unfortunately, it's been raining on us this whole time, and I'm in a hoodie, and I'm wet. He's wet. And on this trip, we're relying on no little buddy, no sleeping bag, No wood burner. We're going to be testing out a product from, I think it's pronounced Ferro. Forgive me if I got the pronunciation wrong, but it's a diesel heater. Runs off diesel fuel, obviously. It's got an exhaust that you have to vent that part outside, but it's got like a 3-inch heat vent that we're gonna try running through the chimney port on this canvas tent that we got off Temu. But we have to make another trip to the truck and get even more wet because we need to get a power supply and the heater. Wish me luck, because Brinx is just wound up after that 4-hour drive. Right, Brinx? See you in a little bit. Sometimes I use my head, as long as it doesn't freak them out. Let's go, pull the sled. Come on, Dasher. Blitzen was a possible name for this boy. Donner. No, get back on the road. Good boy, Bracy. Come on. Let's go to the truck. We just hooked up the heater after retrieving it on the second trip to the truck. And we have it hooked up to a solar generator right here. We filled it with diesel before we left, and it's going through its startup cycle, and we're going to need it to dry out this tent, our gear, and us. Mr. Brinx is a little wet here. We gotta make sure the exhaust doesn't blow back in here. I'll show you that in a minute. But we do have a carbon monoxide detector plugged into our power supply. This thing's really cool. So it's all self-contained, fuel tank, the heater's in the bottom. At the very bottom are ports for the exhaust, which you see here. It's got a muffler. This is the air intake, and it runs off a 12 volt. It sounds like she's cooking up right now. It's been less than 5 minutes with the door open. It's really just blasting the heat in here. It works awesome. Mr. Brinx will be dry in no time. Brinx. Stay away. Brinx. Leave it. It's just boo-boo. Everything's soaking wet, including me. Good boy, Brinx. I hope I can get this going. At least that heater seems to be working awesome. It'll dry us out. Brinx is on the trail of these damn coyotes. I don't know much about them, but I hear they're really smart. Like they'll lure him in. Brinx, stay here. And then they'll ambush him. This trip's been really difficult so far. Luckily, it's not super cold because we're super wet. Try and get some dry wood from the inside of this. Try and get this going. I could see in a survival situation how you really got to be careful and spend a lot of time on preparing your fire, because I might be screwed. Luckily, we don't need it. We'll just eat raw meat. And then trying to keep up with Brinx has been a whole nother thing of difficulty. He takes off and he goes further now, like right now. Just to give you some idea how warm it is in here with the diesel heater going. The lens fogged up as soon as I got in here. It's still raining, you probably can hear it. Or maybe you can't because of the diesel running, but it's still raining pretty good. And we're probably too wet. I don't know the temperature. I know it's not that cold. It's probably like 30 out, 32, right around freezing maybe. Everything was soaked. We found some standing dead, and we cut that down, and I think we got enough dry branches to get it going. So it's getting going right now as we warm up and dry up a little bit in here. Then we gotta head back out. You chasing coyotes, huh? No coyotes for you. They're gonna trick you, and then they're gonna be a bunch of them are gonna eat you. Yeah. The only thing you ever attacked is your dad. You're a good boy. Brinx is a good camper. He's grown up on the channel, and he loves it. He loves it up here. By the time the light started fading, we were exhausted. Freezing rain all day, then the snow. Everything was soaked. Canvas, gloves, wood. Nothing had time to dry out. Temperatures were now dropping fast. We were wet, cold, and hungry. I had a steak to cook and an unproven diesel heater that might get us through the night, but without fire, I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel secure. Needed to get that fire started. This stopped being more about comfort and turned into a survival lesson at the very least. Fire starters failed, the wet birch bark barely helped. The Bic lighters don't like cold or rain, and I learned that the hard way. Finding dry wood was nearly impossible. The only thing left was a ferro rod necklace I had thrown on at the last minute. I improvised, adapted, even dumped a little diesel fuel from the heater onto the wood. I struck that ferro rod for over a minute, already thinking about walking away, and then it caught. Lessons learned: carry multiple ways to make a fire. Expect the easy ones to fail, and when conditions turn against you, adapt and overcome. Yeehaw! How long will it last is the question. These little fire sticks work pretty good. I was just about ready to give up. Good old Narski's Delmonico. What else could you ask for on a beautiful wet night at camp? It's amazing, like always. Now that's caveman style. Because we had to come in here twice with that hill, the rain, the snow being deep and hard to walk through. We left a lot of stuff in the truck. Camera gear, tripods, food and water. But that should get us through the night. We split a Delmonico. And it was delicious. Thanks, Narskis. Thank you again. Always having fresh, delicious meat. Stopped raining. Very light drizzle. I don't know much about the Doberman. I know they can't do extremes, so can they get hypothermic? He's wet. It's not really cold out, and there's no wind. I think what I'm going to do is take him in, dry him off, and go to bed. I'm sure I'm going to be tired in a little bit. It's just finally, I got a warm campfire and it's nice. However, as you saw, the Ferro diesel heater in there, it's toasty in there too. I think it's warmer than my house in that tent. And I got the doors wide, you know, nothing zipped. This was an uncomfortable trip. Very beautiful out. Sounds neat with the rain, but we're soaked. At least we got some food in our belly. And we learned some lessons. But it's nice and warm in the tent. This canvas holds the heat well. The diesel heater from Ferro works awesome. Definitely have to turn it on probably low to medium. High just gets really warm in here. Warmer than we needed. But I can always crank it up because we just got a couple light blankets. I think we're going to hit the hay here. We'll see you in the morning. Good night. It was a nice night. The heater worked awesome. It's pretty efficient on fuel. Plenty of power in this 2000L power station. Mr. Brinx slept very well. I didn't. You know, it's hit and miss with me. Sometimes I sleep like a baby, and other times I'm up every 45 minutes or an hour. Knee pain or something. That was the case last night. Everything's drenched. It rained through the night. I put the fire out last night, but now it's damp. There's nothing warm in that pit. I think I'm going to risk bringing the truck down here to load this stuff up. Risk getting stuck here. Just because it's too much to haul up the hill on the sled. I'm beat up today. So I think we're going to hike up to the truck and do that next. I wanted to also tell you guys, this is my first experience playing around with heated apparel. And I have this heated vest from Oro. O-R-O-R-O. They're one of the leading manufacturers of heated apparel. And I just shut it off because it was getting too warm. There are different settings, but it's 34 out now. But when I was messing around with it earlier during the night, I was amazed at the warmth it does give you. I have some gloves and socks and other things I'll be testing out in the weeks to come. So far, what I like about this one, I like the way it looks. I like that it's super lightweight. It folds up. You can crunch it it's like a puffer vest. And it's got heating elements all throughout it. It has the bigger battery, one of the biggest batteries in the industry. And I think it'll last on low for up to 20 hours. The stats you can find on the website. I'll leave a link below. But I wanted to give you guys a first look at this. Nothing like being comfortable. It helps. Well, that's going to about do it for this adventure. Hope you had a good time. Thanks for joining us. We're going to pack up. We made it down the hill, which down's no problem. It's going up where we went sideways and off into the woods last time, but recovered in the last second. So I need your prayers that I make it through this. If I don't, maybe I'll record it, and that'll be another adventure, an expensive one. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Thank you. Hi, quick update. We're going to start raffling off our gear. Things we use. We're going to start by raffling off 3 of our custom Backroads to Nowhere drink tumblers. Links in the description if you're interested. As the weeks go by, we'll be raffling off bigger and better items. And that's to thank you for your support. Take care. Brinx says hello.